Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when you get anxious over going on a date with them. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let's get going. The text on your phone screen seemed to blur. The words tonight from Kirishima and meet us at 7 from Bakugou swimming before your eyes. Your stomach twisted into a knot, a familiar dread coiling in your gut. It was just a date, a simple, fun outing with your two amazing boyfriends, but your anxiety had other plans. You chewed on your bottom lip, pacing your small apartment living room. What if I say something stupid? What if I trip and fall? What if I'm not fun enough? The intrusive thoughts whispered, growing louder with each passing minute. A sudden, insistent knock on the door startled you, making you jump. You knew exactly who it was. Taking a deep breath, you tried to compose yourself before opening it. Oi, why'd you take so long? Baku grumbled, leaning against the door frame, his usual scowl in place. But his eyes, you noticed, held a touch of concern as they swept over your slightly disheveled form. Right behind them, Kirishima grinned, his spiky red hair seeming to glow. Hey babe, ready to go? He started to step inside, but then he noticed your tight grip on your own arm and the way your gaze was fixed on the floor. His smile faltered. Hey, what's wrong? You tried to force a smile, but it felt wobbly. Nothing. I just feel nervous. Bakugo pushed past you, striding into the apartment. Nervous? For what? It's just us, dumbass. He looked at you, his crimson eyes narrowed. You overthinking again. You nodded, a tiny, almost unnoticeable movement. Yeah, I just. I want tonight to be perfect, and I'm worried I'll mess it up. Kirishima moved closer, gently taking your hands in his. His calloused thumbs rubbed soothing circles on your skin. Hey, you could never mess anything up, seriously. We just want to spend more time with you. Bakugo surprisingly didn't scoff. He actually sat down on your couch, his arms crossed over his chest. Look, we wouldn't be with you if you didn't think you were enough, okay? You're an idiot. But you're our idiot. Despite the small insult, a laugh escaped you. It was Bakugo's way of showing affection, and you'd long since learned to translate his gruffness into genuine care. Hey, he's right, Kirishima added, pulling you into a comforting hug. You rested your head against his chest, listening to the steady beat of his heart. We love you exactly how you are. There is no pressure to be anyone else tonight. He took another shaky breath, the warmth of Kirishima's embrace, and Baku's unexpected tenderness starting to chip away at your anxiety. But what if I'm boring? Boring? Baku snorted. You're never boring. You're the one who always comes up with the weirdest shit for us to do. Exactly. Kirishima chimed in, pulling back slightly to look at you, his eyes sparking. Remember when you convinced Bakugo to try that cat cafe? He secretly loved it. A small, genuine smile finally touched your lips. He did not. He totally did. Kirishima insisted, poking your side playfully. Hey, he even started petting one of them when he thought we weren't looking. Bakugo's face flushed a furious red. Shut up, shitty hair. I was not. That cat was just annoyingly close. You giggled, the sound feeling lighter and freer than it had all day. See? This is why I love you guys. Baku grumbled something unintelligible, but you saw the corner of his mouth twitch upwards. Kirishima squeezed your hands again. So, are you still nervous? You considered it for a moment. The knot in your stomach hadn't completely vanished, but it had loosened considerably. The dark clouds of anxiety were still there, but now there were rays of sunshine breaking through. A little. You admit it, but it's better now. Thanks for dealing with me. Don't be stupid, Bakugo said, pushing himself off the couch. We chose to deal with you, remember? He walked over, and to your surprise, ruffled your hair. A surprisingly gentle gesture from him. Now hurry up. We're going to be late for that damn ramen place if you keep dawdling. Kirishima winked at you. See, he cares. As he finally got ready, the image of your two boyfriends, standing there, patiently waiting and reassuring you, played in your mind. You realized that tonight wasn't about being perfect. It was just about being with them, and they already loved you, flaws and all. Stepping out of your apartment, hand in hand with Kirishima, with Bakugou walking, protectively close on your other side, you looked up at the sky. The stars were starting to peak again, bright and unwavering. Tonight might not be perfect, but it would be real. And with them, real was always better than perfect. The ramen place was bustling with people, filled with the chatter and the clatter of silverware. Normally, this level of noise would have you on the edge, but with Kirishima on one side and Baku on the other, he felt a strange sense of calm. Kirishima, ever the social butterfly, was telling you a story about a training exercise, his hands gesturing wildly. Bakugou, meanwhile, had ordered for all of you without a second thought, already knowing your favorite kind of ramen. He was now slurping his noodles with a deliberate lack of grace, but you could feel his warmth next to you. You found yourself laughing the whole time. You hadn't felt this light in ages. Your worries from earlier seemed so distant now. Later, as you walked home under the streetlights, your hand was nestled securely in Kirishima's, while Bakugo walked a half step ahead, his shoulders squared as if to shield you from the rest of the world. It was a perfect quiet moment. When you reached your apartment door, Kirishima pulled you into one last hug, his embrace strong and reassuring. See, nothing to worry about, he whispered against your hair. Told you it would be a good night. Bakugo, who had been impatiently waiting, finally spoke up. Don't get all sappy, shitty hair. They're tired. He gave you a quick, awkward pat on the head, but he knew what it meant. I'm glad you had a great time. As they finally left, you closed your door and leaned against it, a warm, fuzzy feeling spreading through your chest. The date hadn't been a big, dramatic affair. It was just a simple night out, but it was filled with quiet affection, comfortable familiarity, and the unspoken promise that you were loved, just as you loved them. And that you realized was the best kind of date you could ever have. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.